All right, it is about 10:30, and we have a major blackout in Great Neck right now. We have 5,022 people without power, mainly in Great Neck. This is the area that it is occurring in. This was due to the thunderstorm, probably due to a lightning strike on the power lines there, or the substation, or whatever. We have a major outage, so it's affecting Great Neck Plaza, Spinney Hill, and parts of Manhasset as well. So I would not be surprised, and Kings Park. So I would not be surprised if there is service suspensions on the Port Washington branch announced very soon from the Long Island Railroad. Right now, we have no word of that. We do have a power outage in Long Beach as well. That again, we've had some high winds also with the storm. We'll have to see when the reports come out about the thunderstorm wind gusts. We will look at the radar momentarily, but yes, we have this major power outage in Great Neck right now taking place. Long Island Railroad has problems as well. 942 from Penn due to Long Beach, delayed at Valley Stream due to signal trouble in Long Beach, and I would expect very shortly for there to be a statement on the Port Washington branch being suspended, possibly due to that power outage. So let's refresh the radar if we can. And this is the radar right now. So you can see here, here are the thunder. We'll look at a higher resolution, but you see severe thunderstorm warning now for Suffolk County, and we have special marine warnings out with these storms as well. Lightning, hasn't been a tremendous amount of it, but there have been some lightning. Not a tremendous amount of lightning strikes with this storm. Mainly it is the wind that is causing the damage. We've had some high wind reports, and I actually do want to go to underground now. We'll look at the radar there as well, and we're going to take a look at that momentarily here. So weather, very busy night with the weather once again, and let's go ahead and look at the radar on the underground site and see where these cells are right now. So this is located, it looks like there's a cell over Glen Cove, and there's another one over here, so it looks like maybe they split up a little bit, and another one, it looks like it's heading toward Huntington, going right along the Northern State Parkway and the LIE. So these areas, Huntington, Smithtown, these are all next to be hit by this this storm. All right, let's see, we got another tweet here. Let's see what we got. Delayed in Long Beach due to signal trouble. So now we have signal trouble at Long Beach, probably due to the storm. Of course, which line is not being affected? Of course, the pretty little Babylon branch, of course, which never seems to get affected by any weather. Because they got metal poles, that's why. The metal, the steel poles, so, you know, lightning, winds, that doesn't disrupt it. So, again, severe thunderstorm warnings for Suffolk County now. So this is the area right here. Suffolk County is moving to Smithtown, Lake Grove. Suffolk County is next for these severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's go back and look at the weather stations. And I'm going to actually look and see if we can see any weather stations out of Great Neck and see if there are any very strong wind gusts here. Of course, there is a power outage in this area. So let's see if we can find any wind, any graph. So let's click the station ID and see if there were any wind gusts in Great Neck to see what was going on. Offline. It is online. All right. So maybe this is powered by. The reason why we're looking at that area is I want to see the wind and see what wind gusts there were. Does not look like there's any wind data here at all whatsoever. So let's just forget about this station. We'll pick another one. We'll just look at Mineola. How's that? Let's see if we can find a station in Mineola that would. Yes, looks good right here. Let's get the. This is Williston Park. It's close enough. Let's see, because it really sounded like the wind was blowing when this thing moved through. So I'm curious to see what the wind gusts were with this. So let's take a look and see the wind. All right, so there is some wind data here. Let's look at that wind data. Can we get a graph of the wind data? Let's see if we can do that. Wind speed. All right, here's that peak right here. That's where the storm moved through. Doesn't look like anything terrible. There was a peak wind gust of about 11. That's not very much. Oh wait, yeah, 11. That's not very much at all. So that's not very impressive. Let's see if we can find another station out in the open. How about Nassau Community? Maybe that'll provide us with a little better wind data. as far as wind gusts go. Let's take a look and see what we have down here. See, maybe we can find some more information. This is Nassau Community College here. You can see that peak where the storm. All right, that's where the storm hit. Gust of 22. So you can see where the storm hit right there. You can also see, look at what happened to the dew point once that storm moved through. So that is, yeah, I mean, I don't see any. We'll have to wait for official reports from the Weather Service as far as wind damage goes, but it looks like, again, Great Neck has a major problem with the power. Let's see if they resolved it. Nope, has not been resolved. So we have a major power outage in Great Neck right now. Don't see anything here. I'm going to search Twitter here and just put Great Neck and see what if we can find anything here about Great Neck. Probably not. Yep, Great Neck, Douglaston area out of power completely. Great Neck out of power. So we do have a power outage here going on in Great Neck right now. So again, power outage in Great Neck due to the storm, and it may wind up affecting the Port Washington branch. There's nothing on the Long Island Railroad site so far about service suspensions or problems with power. But I would imagine that the Great Neck station has no power, so this may be affecting the Long Island Railroad Port Washington branch. Hopefully Matt can provide you updates later tonight. I don't really do this that much, but being that this is a severe weather event, let's see if we can look up Great Neck Plaza and see. I'll hit Manhasset on here and see what's going on here. So it looks like a major power line has gone down somewhere in this area. Nothing on Manhasset. On Twitter, and we already did Great Neck as well, so I could put Great Neck Plaza and see if anything comes up here, but right now I can't find anything. So let's see, Great Neck Plaza, nothing. Alright, well, we'll do at PSCG Long Island. Let's see if anything comes up in here. Great Neck out of power. Any idea when the lights will be back on in Northwest Nassau? Brownout power surge in Western Levittown. So again, you got a lot of these old poles around, and of course, most of the problems are occurring on the North Shore, of course. So no surprise there, because again, the power lines are old, and the South Shore seems to get better treatment. However, Long Beach is having some issues with the signals, but I don't think that's related to PSEG. That's related to the Long Island Railroad. We'll just refresh this one more time, and then I'll wrap up this weather update. So, still delays on the Long Beach branch due to this storm. Again, let's just go right to the radar here. Ventus Sky, and look at the radar on the Ventus Sky before I wrap up this weather update. As these storms move on and continue to, here we go. So, here they are here. You can see, it looks like really got pounded on the North Shore. You can almost see like a bowing. This was taken at 10:30, so it's taken probably about 15 minutes ago. But again, moving towards Suffolk County. It looks like and then there's another little piece on the South Shore as well. So this thing is moving east. Let's look at the lightning one more time, and hopefully this will be the last weather update of the night for these storms. And yes, we've had some strikes now. Looks like over Huntington and oh yeah, so it is moving towards Suffolk County, and the severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Suffolk County. And just be safe out there as these storms move through.